What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And yeah, you really can't make this stuff up. You really can't be this dumb, or maybe you can. I don't know. But for all of the stuff that David Stanley says that they do, they consistently do more dumb stuff. And in today's video, David Stanley tries to screw over another active duty service member. And we have a full review right here. Let's roll that intro. Guys, before we get into today's video, I got to talk about the sponsors here at the channel, and that is Morgan & Morgan Attorneys at Law. If you're looking for a personal injury attorney, you're going to find none larger than Morgan & Morgan, handling over 20 million phone calls in 2023 alone. If you've been driving around the country and you see the size matters billboards, that's why it's there. They're the largest personal injury firm in the entire country. You can get started in 8 clicks or less from one of these interesting little smartphones by going to forthepeople.com/TK's Garage. Again, that's forthepeople.com/TK's Garage. And I appreciate them for allowing me to do what I do. All right, guys, getting directly into it, I'm going to pop this review right here. This comes from Richard Carsons. Now, local guide reviews are the most helpful or damaging to your business on Google. And as I think David Stanley is finding out, this one's damaging. But anyways, let's go ahead and get directly into it. And I apologize for the lighting situation in advance. I haven't turned the lights on. I literally got up. I just had my coffee. I really don't need LEDs in my face today. So I just want to get this information out to you guys today. So here's how the review starts. I didn't want to believe all the negative reviews. Damn. But they are true. This is a horrible dealership. I had an appointment with someone pretending to be a salesperson, illegal, only to find out that person isn't in sales. Then a guy takes over the sales position. I'm already pre-approved online, thinking my credit is marginal, when actually me and my spouse had good credit, high 600s. Today's auto loan market depends on what you're buying. But, and your debt to income, there's a lot of factors, but I digress. High 600s, definitely high enough to buy. The vehicles we had selected weren't available. Go figure. Because you know David Stanley will bring you in for, we have these great cars in stock with these discounts, and then they try to put you into their other... So what I'm learning about David Stanley is, they're trying to put people in vehicles that are hurting them the most on their floor plan. Not what the customer wants. Let's shove you into this for more money and get this off our floor plan. The vehicles we had weren't selected. Go figure. We were told we could get a great deal on a demo. I bet. They wouldn't even come off the MSRP. Shocker. Always ask to see the invoice. That's just always ask to see the invoice, so that way you know how much the dealership is making off of you. If they don't want to show it to you, get up and walk the fuck away. They don't have to show it to you. Just, all right, cool, then you don't want my business. Bye. Then hit with a $3,000 down. That was about 10% of the price. Now, that would be, 10 to 20% down would be for somebody like low sixes, high debt to income ratio, subprime lending, 12 to 18% interest rate. That's who requires that. So they continue on their review. I can add, and my math was nowhere near their math. I love that. Your math was nowhere near their math. Why does that not surprise me? No way can a $35,000 car with Tier 2 credit and financing for 60 months with $3,000 down equal $1,000 a month payment. It can when they put on the $3,000 ceramic coating bullshit, $2,500 theft deterrent etching on the window, whatever bullshit it is. And when they add an extra $5,000 to the car and they don't even consider your down payment, they just pocket that shit. Yeah, it could rapidly get to $1,000 a month, and that's because the car was probably, if the car was 30 grand after tax, tag, title, and all the bullshit they were trying to add to your deal, it's probably around 41 to 42,000, and at a 10% or higher interest rate, yeah, it could be at $1,000. But that's the scumbag shit that David Stanley Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram does. Let's continue. We looked at a Jeep. We looked at a $25,000 Jeep instead. The sales guy left us parked with the engine on in front of the dealership. He said he'd be right back. 20 minutes later, he never came back. He never did. He passed the sale to a manager who had no clue what we wanted. They had our credit and income, but played totally stupid. After 4 hours of this nonsense, we decided to leave. Manager stopped us, said he was working on our application. He didn't know what cars we looked at, didn't know our income. I had verified proof. We finally said, call us when you figure it out. Call us when you figure it out. A rep called us for review. We said it was terrible. She said she was going to investigate and call me back. Apparently, she talked to the manager. He stated no banks would take it. They were already pre-approved before they came into the dealership. But no banks, you mean none of your banks would take it because your banks are starting to fucking put their hands around your neck and squeeze because you keep writing bad deals. Wrong. We were already approved from Tinker. We just wouldn't pay that $3,000 down. It should be noted that we heard 3 different salesmen give the same song and dance to 3 other couples. Everyone needed $3,000 down. Boy, that floor plan must really be murdering you fuckers at David Stanley, huh? You guys must really be hurting. That interest is really stacking up on you bitches over there in Oklahoma City, huh? Midwest City. Oof. No matter what, they were buying. I drove from Stillwater and was told I was good to go on the phone. Not the case. Typical bait and switch on cars. Oh, I lost my spot. Ooh. Typical bait and switch on cars. Standard delay of let them sweat while I do nothing in the manager's office. Then the I don't care because you won't give $3,000 down. Remember that I was approved through Tinker. I don't need a down at all. 0 negotiation on a demo with hail damage. They swore I'd get a great deal on. Wait. Then they tried to sell you a demo with hail damage for MSRP. I'm sorry. Can't make this shit up, man. If you buy a vehicle from David Stanley, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, you're an idiot. That's the only thing I can tell you at this. If you've Googled and you see these videos and you buy a vehicle there, you're a dumbass. Oh my God. Oh man. The lies and deceit they go through is well rehearsed. All starts at the top. Stay away. I called another dealer and they just laughed and said they could have told me that. Yo, that's what they do to everyone. Stay away from David Stanley Dodge. You'll waste your day and end up getting ripped off or buy from another reputable dealership. I'd give them a 0, but you can't go that low. Sorry it's long-winded, but you should know the truth. Read all the 1 stars. It's a common thing with them. Yes it is. And this review, for someone, oh, that's years ago, TK. Nope, this one was posted, as you can see, 20 hours ago. I don't know who in the ownership group, I don't even know if they can fix it. I don't even think if the ownership group at David Stanley fucking cares? And in that case, it comes down to just don't spend money with them. Let them go bankrupt. And it's when you see somebody commenting or David Stanley does an ad on Facebook, post one of my videos in their comment section. Put them on blast. Because, and you know, when these active duty airmen, you know, who are getting approved through Tinker Federal Credit Union, or, you know, they either work at Tinker or they're active duty service members, go to this dealership, David Stanley, and this is not the first time. They do this all the time with these Air Force guys and girls, where they just bend them the fuck over. Now, I can tell you right now that Tinker, that the command structure at Tinker right now is considering putting not just the Dodge dealership, all of the David Stanley dealerships on the blacklist. Now, if you don't know what that is, you've never been in the military, they will literally say, you're not allowed as a service member for whatever branch you're in to do business with these places in town because of stuff that they've done to other service members while they've served there. And David Stanley is this close, according to my sources at the command structure, to being put on that blacklist. And boy, is that bad. You have to be a really piece of shit dealership to get put on the blacklist. You really do. But, hey, you guys were asking me, hey, has anything happened to it, David Stanley? And I just happened to just pop into the Google reviews last night, laying in bed, butt naked with the phone like this. And I was like, damn, they did it again. They did it again. So here we go, man. We'll continue to follow up. Every time they fuck up, we'll drop another video because I think the public needs to know about how they do this. And I feel and I hope that enough of these videos get made about David Stanley and other dealerships that they train their employees that if you F up this deal or if we try to screw this person too hard and they write a review, that another video is going to come out on our dealership and it's going to hurt our numbers. I'm pretty sure that David Stanley has lost a lot of money in car deals just by people going to Google and Googling David Stanley, and then you see my videos pop right up. So, yeah, sucks. But until they, I hate to say this, I don't like to see people get fired or lose their job. But unless the general manager takes drastic actions and starts firing the salespeople that are doing this shit, and then they need to post on Facebook, hey, we fucked this up. We did this customer wrong. So we fired this salesperson or this person in finance or whoever it was that was doing this shady shit, and we're trying to have a good culture at the dealership. I'm going to continue to roast your ass. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Thank you guys very much for watching. Make sure to give the video a big thumbs up if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button. And yeah, stay petty, my friends.